The tale opens with the demon hunters' history, which reveals how they used music to protect humans from demonic attacks. Rumi, Myra, and Zoe, who were once demon hunters, are now members of the K-pop group Huntrix. While rooting out evil, they fill their supporters' hearts with joy and hope. While the three of them are anticipating their vacation, Rumi motivates them to get back to work by urging the release of their popular song Golden. They appear to be getting closer and closer to their objective of completing the honeymoon, a magical barrier that protects them from the demon king Guimar, and the song is causing a ruckus in the music industry. The fact that Rumi begins to hoarse just before the trio's public performance reveals her secret demon identity, which she had concealed from the other two. When Guima's options for defeating Huntrix run dry, he turns to Jainu for advice. Jainu suggests that Guimar form a demon boy band and use his musical talents to corrupt the honeymoon by making the audience swoon. The group, who introduce themselves as the Saja Boys, become Huntrix's most formidable adversary due to their charisma and sense of humor. They start talking more frequently once Jainu finds out Rumi's true nature during one of their arguments. Eventually, they fall in love. Rumi begs him to abandon his normal life and join her in her pursuit of the Idol Awards. All the demons will be released from Guima's control after this defeats him. Jainu agrees at first, but the Demon King later uses the musician's history as a weapon to force Jainu to submit. Featuring a solo by Rumi, Huntrix puts on a fantastic concert at the Idol Awards. When demon impersonators reveal her secret and switch lovers, everything changes. Additionally, they begin to frighteningly attack her sentiments of shame and self-loathing. Upon witnessing this, Zoe and Myra, feeling tricked, sever ties with the protagonist. Desperate to prevent the world's doom, Rumi embarks on her quest for answers. Her physical form is rapidly transforming into a demon's. As if a chasm opens up in the minds of viewers following Huntrix's public breakup, the honeymoon begins to fall apart. Quickly seizing the opportunity, the Saja Boys held a special concert at Namsen Tower at midnight and invited their supporters. Actually, their true intention is to retrieve the souls and deliver them to Guimar, enabling him to regain his greatness. Even Zoe and Myra aren't immune to the Demon Lord's plan to exploit human frailties. The bewildered mob approaches Guimar, but Rumi intervenes to stop them. She resolves to start over when she hears that the honeymoon has been destroyed. By appealing to the listener's sentiments, she is able to muster the power to construct an even more impenetrable barrier, putting an end to the Demon King's terrifying rule. After much effort, Rumi's song manages to free Myra and Zoe from their mental control, allowing them to join her in her performance. The Huntrix are too powerful for Guima's troops to crush the rebellion. Their love and trust give them strength, not that strength appears out of thin air. As the story progresses, Huntrix faces numerous internal struggles, all stemming from Rumi's decision to conceal her true identity. Since the secret contradicts all the three has been taught, it poses a threat to their integrity. Ultimately, Rumi's song helps them understand that a person's value is not determined by their outward appearance but by their inner qualities. The reunited Huntrix are better than before, and their hit single, What It Sounds Like, is a result. Guimar is determined to stop the demon hunter's forces on his own because he disagrees with Huntrix's ideology of accepting one's flaws. Rumi nearly defeats them, but he is unable to do so due to Jainu's courageous sacrifice, which grants Rumi the strength to sever the Demon King's body. The evil guy's grip on power is slipping, which means more souls are being freed and added to Rumi's final charge. The three of them, Zoe, Myra, and she, create the new honeymoon, which protects the city from evil and encompasses it entirely. Once the music stops, everyone looks up and sees Huntrix soaring through the sky, a sign that they have achieved their goal and resolved their differences. Both sets of three are keeping an eye out and making a solemn vow to extend this period of unity and tranquility. They were able to succeed because Jainu risked his life to protect Huntrix. He devises a convoluted plan to eliminate the demon hunters when he yields to the Demon King. In an effort to unite humanity and demons, he employs the very music she fought against. Despite how terrible this seems, it masks his true feelings of sadness and remorse. Unbeknownst to Jainu, his actions only serve to solidify Guima's grip on his soul. After coming to terms with the reality, he decides to stand up and fight for what's right, risking his life for a greater good so that others won't have to endure what his family experienced. The human experience is the source of all of Jainu's motivations, but there are numerous. He had previously met with Rumi and had spoken about the extreme poverty he endured as a human being 400 years ago. After forming an alliance with Guimar, he became renowned and rich as the court musician for his monarch. It turns out he had to abandon his loved ones and pursue a life of hedonism in the end. Guimar takes advantage of his feelings of shame and guilt caused by this, which continue to torment him until he takes his own life. Even in hell, Jainu will never be free from his king's control. He is a slave for life. He believes he is deserving of punishment and that forgiving others won't help him escape his guilt and Guimar. He believes that forgetting the past is the only way out. Having fun with Rumi lets Jainu forget about his problems for a while. Because he found out her secret before everyone else, he quickly becomes attached to her. Meeting after meeting, this link becomes stronger. Although they appear to be flirting at first, their animosity quickly escalates. Since they both have a passion for music, they quickly become friends. Rumi urges him to seek his humanity and reminds him that he has more to offer than his transgressions of the past. He has internal conflicts about making a life shift, but he is profoundly affected by Rumi's final performance and ultimately decides to do it. He says that the protagonist has freed his spirit by loving him despite his troubled past. Perhaps Jainu's music is an expression of the part of herself that is still alive and thriving after the battle. In the story, Rumi's dual nature as a human and a demon is core. She first conceals it in an effort to destroy Guimar and hasten the honeymoon. In time, she begins to exhibit demonic traits, including a change in her voice and the appearance of her body. Her attempts to hide them cause tension between her and her closest friends, which impacts their friendship and music. By adopting her other half shamelessly, Rumi triumphs in the ultimate battle with the Demon King. Her once angry and terrified dark marks are now shining brighter, altering her look. Publicly, Rumi now performs while sporting her scars. As a half-demon, Rumi feels more empathy for her enemies. An axiomatic explanation of demon facts is given by Selene, the former witch hunter. Demons are wicked and soulless, according to the kids. After seeing Jainu's darker side, our heroine is scared to write harsh songs. She confronts Selene about her thoughts when her devil side takes over. If Rumi had been loved completely, the outcome could have been different, she says. The demon hunter's carelessness is reflected in their mantra, which stresses the importance of masking one's identity and troubles for the greater good. Rumi decides to fight against this system by rejecting honeymoon. Huntrix manages to stand on its own 2 feet by bucking convention and going its own way without stifling innovation. The trio quickly follows Rumi in demonstrating these new concepts through her own expression. After years of conforming to others' expectations in order to feel accepted, Myra finally makes the decision to follow her passions and showcase her artistic abilities. Zoe learns to appreciate herself without compromising her feisty personality, which helps her overcome her fear of being alone.